Sorry.
But
Sorry,
it's
Star
still
Wars.
it's okay. It's also owned by Disney now, so we
Yeah.
can say that it's somewhat related. My phone's
Somewhat.
going off. Sorry about that. So I really enjoyed this movie.
Yeah, I did too.
I didn't know how much I'd enjoy it because I knew I would like it, but like the whole beginning just had me hooked. So like even though Dagobah was interesting, it was a little bit slower than the rest of All of A New Hope because that movie just blew through everything since they thought it'd be a one and done movie, and you can tell. Which I mean, nothing wrong with that. That's how they planned it. That's fine. But this one, it takes its time a little bit more, and it does seem like a 2.5 hour movie, even though it's, I think, 2 hours and 7 minutes long. But it's still a phenomenal movie, I thought. Like Adam said, towards the end, a bit of a spoiler here. If you haven't seen the movie, it came out like 30-some years ago. Han Solo tried to kill himself. Not literally, but Harrison Ford tried to write his character out and die. When he gets frozen in carbonite, he wanted that to be another of his character. And just didn't want to do another one. I guess they enticed him with the monetization of all the figures and crap and said, here, we'll give you a percentage of all that crap if you come back.
George Lucas had creative control over him, obviously, at
Okay.
that point. He's like, I need you for the third one. That's pretty much it. Like
He's not in it a whole lot.
He couldn't stay. Or, no, he couldn't leave because he was signed into a contract for
Oh,
those
he
2
was?
months. He couldn't leave.
Oh.
So,
But he didn't really want to do it, right?
no, but, I mean, hey,
Money speaks, right?
if I've learned anything with Harrison Ford, it's money talks,
Yeah.
clearly.
Yeah, I mean, he made I think we estimated that he made like 200 or 300 million from episode 7, which is insane.
That's not even his base salary.
Right, exactly. That was just from like ticket sales and merchandise and crap like that. I mean,
He earned
so much money.
5 cents on every dollar
Yep.
Force Awakens made.
Yeah, in general.
I want somebody to add that up.
Yeah.
Well, it made over $1 billion.
2
Yeah.
billion.
$2 billion.
So yeah, he made a lot of money.
He made a lot.
Yeah.
of money.
So I think he made like 100 million or something like that just off of that.
Had to have.
That's a ton of money. What's up?
I'm
Oh,
trying to
Jake's
do
doing
math,
math.
man.
Sorry, I talked to him.
I'm not
and I
good at
spit it
math.
out. Damn it!
Why do you gotta make me do this?
We have calculators on our phones.
Oh, yeah,
That
that's
makes
right.
too much sense, though. So I wrote down a couple of likes and dislikes, like I do with every movie. Guys, feel free to chime in.
How many zeros is $1 billion?
Well,
One.
first of all, you need to put a 2 instead of a 1 since it was 2 billion.
I'm gonna get there. Times point.
0.5.
What do you mean? Wait.
5.E7.
What are you
yes,
doing?
E is now a number. Your
Answer as a
calculator is
fraction.
such an asshole.
Can you give?
It just said 5.E7, everyone.
Can you give
That is
to me as a
amazing.
fraction?
That is the worst thing ever. Okay. So anyway, this is great. So
You made $100 million. Is that too much?
I already said that.
$100 million, everyone.
That's where
No,
it was
technically
estimated.
200 because it was.
No, I doubled that.
Oh,
so,
you did?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
100
So
million.
yeah, 100. But like you said, it's not his base salary, which was probably like 30 million or something like
Well,
that.
they probably paid him 50 up front.
He's insane.
I
For
mean,
making that much money. That's crazy.
Well,
I mean,
now
good
he
for
can
him. Make
retire.
all the money you can. But oh my goodness, if I could make any portion of
he
that,
did
that'd
that
be
for his
awesome.
grandkids.
Yeah,
so they
I'm
would never
sure.
have to work.
Yeah. No, his grandkids won't have to work, even with inflation. So I really like the whole beginning of this movie. I love the whole setup with Hoth. Just in general, I thought it was really cool seeing the ice planet. Obviously, the title screen sets it up perfectly. Jake did a phenomenal job reading it. Thank you.
Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, Luke Squawker.
He faced
and,
Darth Vader.
Yeah, Vetter and Spassy.
Well, they're on the planet Hoth.
Yep, they're on Hoth, and
It's a new Hoth.
they're
He's
in
saying,
the
like,
deep reaches of Spassy.
Canadian.
Deep reaches of Spassy.
What's that?
He's saying it like
Hey?
a Canadian would.
Oh, what's that all about?
About.
All right, so like I said, I love the beginning. I also really like the line where Han Solo almost seems like he's improvising as he walks off screen and says, "I could use a good kiss," after he's talking to Carrie Fisher, which is funny because we all know now that they did some naughty things off set. We don't know exactly when they happened.
I don't buy for a second Mark Hamill didn't know about that. He
Oh,
says
he
he
knew.
didn't know, but he knew.
You have to know, right? Like, the chemistry between those two in this movie is much different than the first one. Now, obviously, it's supposed to be, but even besides that, the way she's touching him and she goes to kiss him on Bespin, it looks like she's trying to
looks
mouth
like
him.
She lost some weight.
Yeah, Carrie Fisher looked a lot thinner in this movie, which, I mean...
Coke will do that to you.
I mean, I thought she... Yeah.
I mean, wasn't this
Yeah.
around that time?
Yeah, she did a lot of drugs.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, because, I mean, she was beautiful in A New Hope, and she didn't need to do any bad things, like drugs.
'Cause her face looked so much more
Thin.
thinner.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Granted,
It wasn't
she was
full.
only 18 years old when she made the first Star Wars, and she was probably around like 22 or 23 when Empire came out.
No, she was even younger.
17.
Oh, you're right. Maybe she would be
She was
like...
17, 18 when New Hope was made.
Yeah, maybe she would be like 21, 22.
Yeah.
So I also wrote down that the sets are great in this movie. Like, all the sets for Hoth look great.
Yeah, they knocked the sets out of the park in this movie.
The-
I think
It just looks
perfected
great.
Yeah.
The AT-AGs look awesome. Even though you can tell that they're stop motion, they still look phenomenal. They look better than CGI, which CGI is in this movie,
We don't need to.
and it looks like shit. I'll get to that later.
It's only in one scene, though. Really.
Mainly.
Technically, yeah, I think it's in
mainly it
one
is.
main scene.
This is the only one where Lucas redid the 3,
Okay.
where he only used CGI once.
Yeah.
But
And it looks bad, and it should not be in the movie.
True.
It doesn't add anything to the movie, which is
No.
annoys me a lot because it shows the landscape of a city, and
no, wait.
no, he used it more than once.
Yeah,
I just didn't
he
wanna
used it in
correct
the
you.
final scene.
Yeah,
That final scene where it goes to the credits,
yeah,
that's supposed to be Luke, Leia, and the droids.
yeah,
That's not supposed to be the fleet.
Yeah,
Right.
I thought I
Did you
remembered
know
it
about
differently.
that?
Yeah.
I was going to say something, but
Although
was just
I
gonna
did
address
like
it.
the fleet. I had mentioned that
Yeah,
even
I mean,
though
I didn't care too much. I just think that's more iconic.
yeah, it should have just
Where
been
it
them
ends,
looking
where
out the
they're
galaxy
looking at
and
the
then
galaxy,
end.
and, yeah, I think that's...
Now I like the fleet before that. I thought that was cool where it showed the Millennium Falcon dock to the cruiser. That looked neat, and the ships flying by. And I even mentioned like that looks cool seeing the fleet. That's pretty neat because you're seeing that the Rebel Alliance is getting bigger and becoming more of a force to fight the Empire.
Empire's hurting for some credits.
Yeah, they are, especially after Death Star going boom.
That was probably a gazillion dollar project.
Yeah, that's not a number, but close. Maybe a zillion.
Maybe it's,
I also wrote down that Han is so sassy in this movie. He just sasses everyone the whole time, and it's kind of awesome. This is going to be a short podcast. I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe that's why we wanted to throw 5 minutes of fast food talk at the beginning.
We might revisit that. I still
'Cause
have some opinions.
Okay, that sounds good. Because I honestly don't think it's going to go past like 35, 40 minutes. I think it's actually
no,
pretty
the
quick.
reason why our prequel podcasts are so long is because there's negatives.
Yeah, there's some bullshit in those that aren't in these movies that I think really detracted from the overall just enjoyability of them. With the sand being coarse, not like her skin.
True.
I hate that. Oh, like eating the pear? Watching that was irritating.
We're keeping up with episode 2 in every
I
podcast.
hate that movie so much.
Every
Like after
podcast.
watching it again, there's so many awful things in that movie that it really takes away from the few good things in that movie.
I actually thought that movie was good before we watched it
Did
last week, and I'm like, I was
Now
so
you hate that movie.
horribly wrong.
I can't wait to go back and watch that again with you.
Good, because I'm never watching it again. I'll be waiting a long time. I'll be waiting
forever.
I'll be waiting a long time.
I also wrote that Vader almost runs into General Veers when he turns around because he
like,
says something
"Whoa."
like, "Oh, General Veers," and he turns around. Fucking Veers is right there, right in his face, and it's almost ridiculous how close Veers was
He
to
has
him.
no
Like
concept.
spatial awareness.
He has no concept of personal space.
No,
at all.
Veers
General
does
Veers,
it.
ah!
Yeah. General Veers, holy shit, you're right there.
Son of a bitch, man.
They should have just headbutted him.
Yeah, he really should have. It almost looked like he did.
Force choking to death, man.
He's force choking everybody in this movie.
Oh my god,
He
you're
kills
like three people.
Yeah.
He kills like 3 people.
And he kicks Luke's ass too in that fight. That was pretty good.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
The Superstar Destroyer is amazing. They show it 2 or 3 times in this movie. I love seeing this thing throughout the movie. It's so huge. Like, you get a sense of scale for how big the Star Destroyers are. And then you get a sense of scale for how big this thing is. And now I know that there's some Star Wars encyclopedias and visual guides that show the size of that compared to like stuff in our age. And also stuff compared to like other ships and like how big it is. Like, I remember looking at a visual like companion guide, and they had like the Star Destroyer. Well, they had the Millennium Falcon, right? It's this little thing. All right, then Star Destroyer. Okay, pretty big. The Imperial Star Destroyer, which is like the Imperial 4 class, I think is what it was, which is like the biggest one. And then the Super Star Destroyer, you actually have to open up the book, and it's across both pages. And these pages are like 11 inches like long. So it's like this 22-inch long, like drawn like Super Star Destroyer. And it's just like, oh, bam! It's huge. It was like 4 or 5 miles long or something. It's insanely big. It's this massive ass ship. And it's pretty great. And obviously it's Vader's personal like ship. Because it's called
he's
like,
the main
Vader's
bad
ship.
guy of the movie.
Yeah, not the Emperor. He's behind the scenes,
he's,
just
yeah,
being the
he's
puppet
not-
master the whole time.
Yeah.
This movie made Darth Vader the greatest villain.
Oh, I think
One of
so.
the greatest ever.
And the fact that he tries to get Luke to join them, I like that. And overthrow the Emperor. And he said the Emperor has already, foreseen that we are stronger than him and can overthrow him. I like that. The Hoth battle was great. I know I'm getting ahead of myself there, but the Hoth battle was really cool with all the AT-ATs and the. Now watching it again, some of the things are kind of weird. Like how did they know to harpoon the little thing, shoot the harpoon gun into the legs and wrap it around them, the tow cable, and.
I don't think you did. I think they just fucking did it.
But how do they have that on the back? Like it's too convenient.
Maybe
right?
they did it before though. No, we just
Yeah,
didn't
you're
see it.
right.
Maybe
I think
just
they
didn't do
did.
it before, and
I think that's what you're supposed to assume is that they've done it before. So fuck you. Just watch the movie and enjoy it. Don't think too much.
It would have made more sense if a speeder like ran into one of the legs. The
Yeah.
leg exploded. It fell.
Yeah,
Just as kind of a representation, you take out a leg, it goes down.
exactly. Like hit it like right in that middle like knee joint
Yeah.
and have the whole thing like collapse. That would have been great.
But then,
just
not-
like you said, to show something
Mhm.
of it, like how it can go down. But besides that, the battle was great. Some of it looked a little dated, I think is the right word for it. But it also was still really enjoyable.
Well, like we said, they used stop motion for a good bit of it. Whenever you put stop motion in an actual movie,
It wasn't even
it gets
that.
weird.
I just thought it was some of the special effects, like where they kept showing the same like little pew pew gun from the Rebels getting blown up like 3 times. I'm like, all right, I get it. You blew up the guns. I get it. I don't need to see that same thing. You know what I'm talking about, right? It almost looks like the little mini Death Star gun. I don't need to see that thing blow up 10 times. Yeah, the turrets. Yeah. Those are cool toys, by the way. But yeah, I don't need to see them blow up like 3-4 times. I just don't need to see it. I also wrote that a Vader without a helmet is awesome. Because this is the first time you ever see Vader, besides Return of the Jedi at the very end, without a helmet on. Or at least his head exposed. And you see that he's not all mechanical. Because before that, you almost think that he's like super duper Metal Man. Right?
Yeah.
Like he's just like the Metal Man. He's just all robotics. So you see that he is somewhat human underneath all that armor and stuff like that. I just thought that was a really neat moment. And that was Veers, right? That walks in on him. General Veers?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was cool how Veers, he looked down. I noticed that. I thought that was... I even noticed that as a kid, and I thought, like, why is he looking down? It's almost like he's ashamed to see Vader at that, like, vulnerable. Yeah, I kind of noticed that, like... I don't know if that's what they intended, but that's what it seems like. Like, he's not allowed to see Vader without his armor on, because he's not allowed to look human. He's supposed to be this imposing figure. You're not supposed to know that he's a man inside that suit. You're supposed to think he is the suit. He is this ultimate bad guy. You're not supposed to think he has any weaknesses. And you can see all those scars, and he's all screwed up, and I like that.
when Obi-Wan fucked him up.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you don't know that until... Well, you don't know that until the prequels.
20 years
Honestly.
later.
Yeah. They leaked it, like, before Episode 1 came out. I think that Obi-Wan does that to him. But before that, it was always rumored that he had just crashed into a volcano. His plane just crashed... His ship just crashed into a volcano, and that's how he got it. Which is actually half true. It happened on a volcano. It was a
They made it way.
It was a
more
wreck of a
amazing.
relationship, friendship. What's that?
I think they made it a billion times better than him just crashing into a fucking volcano.
Yeah, that's just dumb.
It's just so stupid. I'm glad they fixed that.
Because that's actually what George Lucas, I think, wanted to do originally. Was he just crashed in a volcano and boom, he got hurt. Well, that's lame. Thanks. I only know that because a childhood friend of mine had told me that, and I'm like, no, that's not what. No, that's lame. Even as a kid, I'm like, that's dumb. What else do I have written? Yoda. All right. The first time you see Yoda, he acts like a toddler, and I love it. He's going through all Luke's shit, trying to find all the food, throwing shit out of his bag, beating the shit out of R2 with his cane. I mean, that's just so comical, and it was funny. And he's just such this odd, wry character. He's just weird, and you're just like, what the fuck is this weird little frog guy doing here?
And you find out he's a Jedi Master.
Yeah, and you're like, huh? Like,
Yeah.
first of all, I thought all the Jedi were dead. What's up? You want to say something?
No.
Okay. It's like, first of all, I thought the Jedi were dead. Second of all, this weirdo was a Jedi Master. And you kind of start to put together, like, this dude's lost his mind. Like, it seems like he's been in solitaire the whole time since, the collapse of the Jedi Order. Really.
All right, so I'm going to say something about
Sure.
just so how Yoda actually knows to go to Dagobah in the first place. It actually comes from the Clone Wars TV show.
Okay.
And
Spoiler.
this is like at the end of it. This isn't really a spoiler. I mean,
Okay.
it's like whatever. But Qui-Gon tells him to go to Dagobah, which is pretty cool because that's where Qui-Gon is going to teach Yoda how to become like Force Ghost.
Okay.
Really. And it's so cool because Liam Neeson's actually talking,
Oh, yeah, because they got Liam Neeson to do it.
which is awesome. It's
Yeah.
fucking amazing. So Yoda goes there, and then Yoda's so amazed by everything, and Yoda goes through the same fucking tunnel Luke went through,
Oh.
where Luke fought the fake Vader.
Yeah.
So Yoda, I can't remember.
That
what
was a
it
good
is,
part of
but
this,
Yoda
too.
fights like I can't remember. I think Yoda fights like
Is it Palpatine?
Yodel?
Yaddle?
Yaddle?
no, he does fight like an evil rendition of himself,
Oh.
and that thing's really fucking powerful. Like it's as strong as he is.
It's just weird that he would have to fight that because you think Yoda would be like past the point of
Yeah.
any type
Well,
of...
maybe it's because they were trying to teach that he needs to be completely one with the Force or whatever, and he's trying to banish the dark side from him because that is his dark side. Because nobody's
sorry.
without a dark side.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, that tells off too much. But I'm just saying that's how Yoda came to go to Dagobah in the first place.
Okay.
I want a movie for this cave. Just a backstory for the cave.
All the people that went to the cave. Did Exar Kun go to the cave?
No, it's just like why is the cave like that?
Oh, okay.
Why is there a Force cave?
It's the Cave of Mystery.
Yes.
Where what else?
One-Eyed Willie went to hide his treasure.
Oh, more dick jokes.
Ah.
Yes. There's so many dick jokes throughout this movie that I made.
They
I'm
made
so
an
sorry.
entire movie about somebody getting a disc and handing it to another person. They made $1 billion off of that. I want to know what the fuck's in that cave. Let's make another script. Make
A
another
Star
$1
Wars
billion.
story. The Force cave.
Exactly. If you can make a movie about somebody just going to go get a fucking disc out of some planet or whatever and sending it, you can make a movie and make
me,
money
it was a
about
good
anything.
movie.
It was a good movie. But I'm just saying, if you can make a good movie off the simplest,
Yeah, don't diss Rogue One because this guy will get mad.
over the simplest of things,
Yeah.
you can make a movie about anything.
Oh no, by all
that
means.
that movie pretty much proved you can make a movie about literally a
Dude, the
fucking
premise
anything.
of the premise of that movie is
Yes.
pretty much like we got the plans.
Yeah.
Yes.
Much, there you go.
That's the whole movie.
Yeah,
We have got the plans. Everybody dies.
nothing special.
Boom. Done.
Yep. There you go.
$1 billion.
Simple.
Boom. And that's how you justified none of those characters being in anything else ever. Because they go boom.
They're all dead.
Unfortunately.
Jin I didn't give a shit about.
Come on, Jen.
Her acting was good.
Yeah, Jen.
I didn't care about her.
alright.
You did?
Yeah.
We can save this for the
Okay.
Rogue One podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're going to watch that eventually.
Yep.
I'm just sitting here like episode 5. It was better than 4.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's something we mentioned right away is that you can tell they poured so much money in this movie and it's so much better because of it. They
So much
actually had a
better looking.
budget.
So much better looking.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
I said,
Adam, you even said, hey, this movie has a budget. I'm like, yup.
It made-
And you can tell.
It made A New Hope look like it was made in a garage.
Oh, George Lucas's garage,
Yeah,
like he
George
likes
Lucas's
to talk about?
garage. Yep.
Yeah.
Could take people on the tour of his house, and he's like, "This is where I shot A New Hope."
There you go.
He's probably talking about the remaster edition that isn't as good as the original.
Yeah, that too.
I will
Yeah.
say this: the
That was
VHS version of A New Hope is better than the Blu-ray version of The New
Yeah,
Hope.
it
Yeah.
is.
Oh
And
my
I'm sorry
gosh.
we had to watch it on Blu-ray because that's what I have here.
Well, who has a
Sorry.
VHS anymore?
This guy, Adam does.
I do.
Seriously, you didn't know that? Dude, he had a room full of fucking VHSs.
I mean, we have.
And we took over
have
half-price
VHSs,
books.
but I don't think we even have a player anymore.
Yeah.
Like $5.
Yeah, you got like $5.
Yeah.
For like 30.
Mhm.
Yeah. But he got something for him.
Yeah.
They didn't just give him the finger and tell him to leave. They even let you keep your box.
Exactly.
They're very generous. I did have a
Point
as a
is, buy what you want. That's the point. Do not get hooked on it. Just buy what you want.
Do or do not. There is no buy.
I'm talking about-
Exactly.
what are we talking about? Video games? What?
VCR tapes.
I did have a dislike here. I only have 3 total. All right, and this is where
Shame
one
on
comes
you.
up. Shut up. Incest? Question mark. So I didn't know if this was good or bad because Leia kisses Luke, but it's on the cheek and not the lips, so it's not weird. But Luke gets all happy and leans back in his chair like he's got a little Woody going on. So
All right. For some people, it's good. For other people, it's bad.
okay, for us it's good because she's cute.
We don't
right?
judge.
Yeah, she's
Okay,
good looking.
This
so
is
I
my
like it.
entire problem with that. Is they should have addressed that way before the last movie of what that originally was. A
But they
trilogy.
didn't think there was going to be a second. That's
I
the
know, but
problem.
they're stupid, they're retarded.
You mad, bro?
A little bit because it's
Catch me
weird.
outside, how
It
about
makes-
that?
It makes it a little weird.
Oh, please no.
We don't need to bring her into this.
Oh, we're gonna bring her into this. We were watching the meme, or seeing the meme, and watching that dumb video of her, that dumb Catch Me Outside girl. Holy crap, is that thing funny? I can't stop watching it. I'm sorry, guys.
Well, thank you for that.
What? Okay, yep, that's nothing to do with this. All right, Yoda versus Sidious stick fight would have been amazing. We made a joke about how
Let's make a
Yoda.
movie about that.
About how Yoda and Sidious would just start beating the shit out of each other with their little sticks. Because Yoda had some good stick action there against
Yes.
R2. I mean, he beat him pretty good.
I'd like to add to that, but it's going to be a completely different conversation about Yoda and Sidious.
Okay.
Yeah, you done with your little stick fight?
I'm done with the stick.
Yeah, I... Shut up.
You're done with your stick fight?
I have a really good one after this. Okay.
I like how they show Yoda all old and decrepit, and then they show Sidious all old and decrepit. Where it's like when we watched Revenge of the Sith, they were both extremely powerful.
In their prime.
Yeah, exactly. And now
Yeah.
it's like we shoot to them, then they're just old now.
Do you watch Family Guy?
Some.
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 There's this one episode of Family Guy where I think his name's Herbert, but the pervert old guy.
Oh,
on the
yeah.
street-
Herbert the pervert.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets into a fight because he was an ally fighter during World War II. This Nazi moves in.
Oh, I've seen that episode. I know what you're doing.
Yeah, he moves into the neighborhood. They
Okay.
get into a fight, and it's just 2 old guys trying to fight each other. But it's like in slow motion. It's so bad.
That sounds awesome.
It's exactly what Yoda and
Them just
yeah.
moving in slow motion the whole time?
yeah, it was
All right, that's pretty good.
20 minutes straight of just bad fight.
Just awfulness.
What's he saying in that one episode to Chris? Where he's like, "Get your fat ass back here." It's
Yeah.
like it's the creepiest fucking person I've ever seen. But anyway, to finish that.
Okay. There's more?
Oh, yeah.
But wait, there's more!
But wait, there's more.
Stick fight part 2.
Yes!
Part 2.
I'm almost done with
I
my
just
list.
find it extremely interesting though. Like that when we watch Revenge of the Sith, they're so powerful, and then they're all old and dying pretty much now, both of them decrepit. When Sidious's proclamation comes true, where he goes, Vader will be more powerful than either of us, and he does. He becomes it. He
Yeah.
becomes it, and so I like that. I like how
absolutely.
that comes true with that. So you can, next thing.
Put that in my pipe and smoke it, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Next.
All right, Jake, you made a good point. The oxygen coming from the Cheese Whiz can.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the
Mm.
space asteroid space worm thing.
Hey, Han Solo can't afford actual fucking oxygen.
No, I just made a
masks.
joke of like you mentioned it that the oxygen's coming from Cheese Whiz can.
Yeah,
and
it's
I
just
said
this little tiny aerosol can thing.
I can just imagine George Lucas with these fucking Cheese Whiz cans, double fisting it, just squirting it in his mouth like on set, just and as he's done, just be like, "Here, just use these."
Except it's money.
Yeah,
not Cheez Whiz.
exactly. Thought that
I
was
know,
funny.
we got into an entire conversation about how come they didn't get depressurized outside of the Millennium
Yeah,
Falcon
that was like a 10-minute conversation.
and that thing. Because they were inside an organism. The organism is pre-pressurized
Yeah,
to allow
that's the
for
only
him
reason they
living in
didn't go
space.
pop.
Yeah. So,
But I mean, at the time, you don't know that they're in a big space giant worm thingamajigger.
yeah, that's George Lucas looking ahead 3 pages.
Yeah, he's one step ahead of us. And that's sad. I did really like the Vader in the woods. I really enjoyed how Luke had to face Vader, and when he cut the head off of Vader and the mask explodes for some unknown reason, it shows Luke's face instead of Vader's. I
So
like
it
that.
shows what happens. Or
It
what
shows that
would happen.
he could
Would've,
become Vader, and I like that a lot.
because it shows vulnerability.
Yes. And it also shows that Luke can follow a dark path if he chooses.
That's
I
why
mean, that's
Yoda
the whole
didn't
thing
want
about
to
Star
train him.
Wars. You get choice.
That's why Yoda didn't want to train him at first.
Yes, he's too old. Like Obi-Wan was trying to tell him, train the boy. Yoda says, no, he's too old. This is what happened with Anakin. Turned to Vader, not doing it again.
Anakin
and I
was
like
too
that.
young, though.
Yeah, Anakin was too young.
Technically, they said he was too old. I think because they didn't get to instill the Jedi way in him from like a super duper youngling. I
Maybe.
think that was their idea. Is they want to impress upon them: be a good person, don't be an asshole, and just
And then you'll be blinded by all of our
Yeah, 'cause
faults
he was
later in life.
tortured.
yes, exactly, yeah,
Like a slave. He was treated like a slave from when he was born.
yeah,
So he has that imprint on him.
yeah, exactly.
So
Of owning people and stuff like he does when he's with the Empire. He owns the whole Empire army, which is quite impressive of an army, at least that we can see in the movie and stuff. And he uses it, you know,
I mean,
just like Watto used him.
Luke Skywalker is one hand closer to being a Darth Vader.
Yeah, you're right. Got his hand chopped off. That was something.
He only needs to
So,
lose
yeah.
both his legs. I know, and his
what
other arm.
happens to Luke Skywalker's fake skin between 6 and 7?
I don't know. We'll have to find out.
If it gets replaced, if it burns off in a volcano.
We'll
I-
see. It
I think he
10
gets
months
burned
from
off.
Now. 10 months from now, we'll see.
Or we won't. They'll just leave it a
Or
mystery.
we won't. Who cares?
Because it's Disney.
If you have a robotic hand, can you use Force Lightning out of that hand?
Yeah, it's just the Force.
Okay, I mean, I'm just asking. Like, would
Doesn't
it
Darth
electrocute you
Vader
then?
use Force Lightning and
Yes.
Force Unleashed? Right?
Yes. Yes.
There.
Yeah.
There you
Yes,
go.
he does. Because he has to combat the Secret Apprentice, and the Secret Apprentice is throwing lightning at him, and he has to be able to deflect it and shoot it back. So yeah, he can. Also, you can do it in KOTOR 1 and 2.
Yeah,
I don't know
was-
what that has to do with
but I was-
anything,
but
but I
was
just like
talking
those
about Darth
games.
Vader, though.
I know, I just
Can
like
he
those games, and I have to bring them up
specifically
all
do
the time.
Can he specifically do it, though?
Yeah, but he did. Okay, so the Force Unleashed isn't canon,
really
but
anymore.
like, who cares? It shows that he can do it. So even though it's not Disney canon, to me, it's still pretty cool stuff, and I believe that he probably could.
I mean, the base in The Force Awakens was called Starkiller.
I know.
Yeah, that actually upsets me because that makes me want them to make a Starkiller movie, and I know they never will. Plus, Luke's original name was supposed to be Luke Starkiller.
Hmm.
Just saying. That was his original name, was Luke Starkiller.
I get it, because he killed the Death Star.
Yes.
Ha!
Ha
Oh, George Lucas.
Oh, so original.
That doesn't.
I'm
Now-
kidding. I love Star Wars.
Now
Like, I
just-
really do.
oh, yeah,
but
now he
it's
just
easy
walks
to
on
shit on
sky.
some of this easy stuff.
Yeah. We shit on it because we love it so much.
Speaking of shitting on it, Lando, frowny face.
Oh, fuck
I literally have Lando written down and then a frowny face drawn on here. I'm not even joking. I hated Lando this whole movie.
There's a
I
reason
hate him
there's
so
only
much.
one African American in the entire universe.
I just don't like him as like a character.
He's
I don't.
bad.
I don't care if he's black, Asian, white, Mexican. I don't care what he looks like. I don't like him as a character. He's annoying. He's a scumbag, and he's not an interesting scumbag at all. He's a creepy, rapey scumbag because he's eyeing up Carrie Fisher the whole damn movie. Like, oh, let me kiss her hand. Let me stare at your ass as you walk into my building.
I know.
It's weird. He's creepy. I don't like him. I'm sorry. I don't, and I'm really not. I said this during the movie. I am not excited for the Lando Calrissian movie. I couldn't give two shits less about that character. I'd rather see fucking Bosk. I'd rather see a fat Bosk movie than fucking Lando, where Bosk is just fat and eats shit the whole movie. I'd watch that instead of Lando. I'm sorry.
I know
All
we
right,
talked about
rant
it,
over.
but Finn being the his son.
Yeah.
So what if the Lando Calrissian is entirely just to set up the fact of Finn being his son or something?
The only thing I disagree with you on that. Well, first of all, I don't know if he's gonna be the son. It would make sense.
Who the hell even knows if he's alive in the canon right now?
Well, it appears that Lando is older than Han. I'm just saying that, just by appearance. Now, I don't know his exact age in this movie, but he appears to at least be 10 years or more older than Han. Doesn't mean it's not a possibility, but I mean, it could happen. But Finn's not much older than Rey. I think Rey's like 17.
Maybe.
And I think Finn's like 20, 22, somewhere around there. He's about Luke's age, right, in this movie.
Finn's awesome, though. He probably wouldn't have inherited all of Lando's bad moves.
Yeah, Finn's good. It's kind of a cookie-cutter character, where if you take him out of the movie, it's the same movie.
But there's no traitor.
I'm just... That's the most crucial thing, is he's just a traitor. Traitor! Adam, you're glossing over there. I like Finn. I'm sorry, I do. But
I think he's okay.
Yeah, he's not bad. He's a good actor. Like, he's an amazing actor. I just feel like his character didn't have enough parts in that movie that actually impacted the story.
Other than getting his ass kicked by Kylo Ren.
And that's actually probably the most important thing, is that he gets his ass kicked by Kylo Ren, and he gets Rey to the Millennium Falcon and gets her ass in that so she doesn't get blown up in that little town. And Jakku. Right, that's how they say it. Jakku.
Nope, it's Jakku.
That's French. That's how you say it in French. Jakku.
I never want to see Jakku.
Took 3 years of French in high
Yeah,
school, and I could tell you probably
I thought it looked like Tatooine.
It pretty much.
I thought it looked like every other fucking desert planet in fucking Star Wars, because they all look the fucking same. All right, that's another rant over. CGI Cloud City was the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life, besides Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
It was bad.
It was bad. It was super ugly.
Yeah, it didn't need to be there.
I thought Adam would have more to say on this, but it's just like,
I mean,
it doesn't need to be there.
Bad.
Now that was added right before the one scene starts, where Leia's in that big white room before they go meet Vader, which is a good point. That's a highlight of the movie, I think. Is Vader being in that room? He was sitting down, which I don't know if anybody cares about that, but that's one of the few times you see him sitting down. Usually he's standing. I mean, I know he sits in his big comfy chair on a Star Destroyer, but usually he is standing for the most part.
I want a movie of Vader in that room before they come in. You know, just him sitting
hanging
there,
out with
just
Boba.
kind of like just.
It just tapping his fingers, has nothing to do.
They could do that.
Checking his space watch, checking the galactic time.
They could do that on
Just
Netflix.
waiting.
They could do that on Netflix.
Just a short series on Netflix.
Oh my god, that should be a 4-episode thing. It's just Vader waiting for Han and them to walk in the room.
Him just like.
And just all the
Him
different
moving
things he
shit.
does.
Him
Yeah.
moving the silverware.
Oh,
imagine
can you
him
try and eat a CGI pear?
No.
And it'll just crush against his mask because he can't eat.
Or if he just has a
That'd
wine
be
glass,
amazing.
just goes to drink it, chokes on it. I forgot I can't
Or just
drink.
hits his mask and just runs.
Hey, we're giving you material.
He's such a fucking slob when they walk in and just him covered in fucking food and wine. And that's why he's so pissed off when they walk in. 'Cause
Commander.
he was trying to eat.
Commander, I need a new cloak now.
He just kills him.
Okay, I'm crying.
That was a highlight though. For me after that.
That was so good.
Han Solo versus Darth Vader, even though it lasted a millisecond.
You know, when we watched episode 7, we didn't watch it yet, okay. But when I watched the movie, originally I thought Kylo Ren was the only one that can use Force stasis. Alright? Where he freezes the bolts. That's technically incorrect. Vader does it as well. Now, he doesn't freeze them in midair like Kylo does,
It's more of
but
like
he
a
deflects them.
deflect. Yeah.
But you never see that from any other Jedi or Sith. Think about it. And all the games you've played, what Jedi or Sith is, besides Kylo, obviously, is able to throw their hand out there and deflect laser bolts off of it.
Kylo did not deflect it, though. He just froze it.
I know.
It still continued on its path afterwards.
Yeah.
I don't think he has the ability to, like, stop the beam.
Like
deflect it. I
Yeah.
don't think he has the ability to move it or
No,
anything.
because
he's
Vader
not as-
deflected it.
He's not as strong as Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Right.
Ray says.
Whereas
in
Darth
the
Vader
movie.
was just pure deflecting.
Yeah, and that was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I just want to say that's
Yeah, 'cause you-
like seeing it again,
Yeah.
being older. I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I mean, I was just going to add a little bit on Kylo
Sure.
Ren because Kylo Ren is not a complete Sith Lord at that point. I'm going to call him Sith because that's what they're going to be.
He's an acolyte.
I mean,
He's an apprentice.
I mean, come the fuck on, really? You're not going to call them Sith? They're
He
Sith.
is after he kills Han.
They're Sith.
He's a bad guy then.
But in that whole movie's trying to point out that he's still very young. He's their age.
Yeah.
He's a little older. He's probably like 5-6 years older, maybe.
Yeah, I think he's like mid-20s in that
yeah,
movie.
yeah. But my point in being, he's not as powerful as Darth Vader.
Right.
He's not. He's just. I mean, he might be.
But he's close.
He might be, but he's
I
just
think
not.
he's close because he's also Skywalker.
Yeah,
Well, half
he's
Skywalker.
half of a Skywalker.
And half a dead man's son.
Sure.
Oh, too soon. That's all I have for negatives. I only had 3 things, and one's minor. The incest thing was minor. Like I said, I didn't like Lando. I don't think anybody here does.
Nah.
He's just, like I said, he's just an unlikable character. No matter what he looks like, no matter what, I don't care what color his skin is, he's just not likable. If he was like a white dude, like all the rest of the people in this damn movie, I would have
It's
said
still
the
a
same
matter
exact
of the fact
thing.
of his character was written bad.
Yes.
His character did a bad thing.
Yep.
And there
For no
is-
reason.
There is no resolution for his character.
His only reasoning was they got here first.
Yeah.
I'm like, you asshole. And then he immediately does a 180 and helps him escape. I'm like, this makes no sense. None of this makes sense.
Mm-mm.
He should have just shown up in 6 after they escape. Maybe, I don't care how they escape. Maybe Chewie breaks out of the restraints and punches Lando in the fucking face or chokes him the hell out like he was trying to. And then escapes that way. That would have been more interesting. And maybe you see him in 6 helping them rescue Han.
Yeah.
And then they could just say, yeah, well, we made up. I don't know. I don't remember how he looks at Leia in 6. I don't know
I
if
don't
he
think
still
he
has.
looks at her at all.
I don't think he has rapey face in 6. But that was just creepy. Did you guys get the creepy vibe from him too? Where you're just like, come on, man.
To him long enough.
Dude, the way he was just, his character was solely just oogle over Carrie Fisher. And I'm
Yep.
like, this is annoying. Because it didn't make it a good character, it just made it annoying. Bounty Hunters. I wrote Bounty Hunters because I'm stupid. I forgot the why. But the bounty hunters in this movie are awesome.
Booty hunters.
Yeah, they're booty hunters. Hunting that booty. Hunting that treasure. So you got IG-88, who I believe there's actually 5 of them. Because they can replicate themselves. And they, besides Boba, they're the best bounty hunters in the whole galaxy. And Boba kills 3 of them himself. Because he's a fucking badass. Now, you don't see that in 5 or 6. That's in the book. There's a book written about the bounty hunters, literally called like Star Wars Bounty Hunters. That's all about Aurora Singh. I believe it's Aurora Singh who you actually see in episode 1 in the pod racer. Remember that girl in the white with the big long rifle? That's Aurora Singh. She's a bounty hunter. I think she's in it. I think it's also IG-88 and Boba. I'm pretty sure those are the 3. I don't know if there's any others. I forget. Oh, Bosk. Bosk is in it too.
The lizard-looking guy.
Yeah, Bosk is cool. His costume looked a little fakey, like when we saw it again. But like, he still looks cool. The Trandoshan is his race. I'm getting all nerdy on you here. Sorry. Ohm, I think his name's OHM, is one of the other bounty hunters. I don't know what the one on the far right was. He had like a weird metal vagina mouth. I don't know what he was.
One looked like a fly.
That was Ohm.
Okay.
I believe that's Ohm. I believe that's what his name is. If I'm wrong, please feel free to correct me. I don't mind. I'd like to actually know that because I don't feel like looking it up. It went... Alright, so weird vagina mouth, Ohm. I'm just going to call him Ohm because I don't care. Ohm... Or OM9 or some weird name like that. Because he was the black one. Black droid. And then you have Bosk, the Trandoshan. You have Boba. And then you had IG-88. Which, unfortunately, in this movie, you don't see IG-8 do anything useful. And he's a total badass in the books. which sucks that you don't see that. Now, this is a problem that Star Wars has in general, that the books are generally more action-packed and interesting than some of the movies. Just throwing it out there. Or at least has better character development written for the main characters, than actual Star Wars movies.
I think anything really,
Which sucks.
if you're taking it from a book, it's always going to be more in detail.
Yeah.
Anything is.
It's just a bummer, I guess, from my point of view. I'm like, alright, I'd rather see some of the stuff in the movie. Or have a spin-off. Now, there is rumored about a Boba Fett spin-off.
Mm-hmm.
That is rumored that they are going to do
Yeah, they
one.
confirmed they will do it at some point. It's not dead. It is happening at some point.
Okay.
But-
Now, the other one they need to do that I think we all three agree on is Darth Maul.
Yeah.
They have to. No, I mean a Darth Maul, like that video game was supposed to happen before it got canceled and be pre-episode 1, where it's Darth Maul just kicking ass the whole time.
I would like to see that, including Sidious training him,
Yes.
and you see Darth Plagueis watching from afar,
Yep.
like in a throne room type of deal.
Yep.
Because that's how you get Darth Plagueis in the movies, and
Yeah.
into being canon.
Unless Snoke is Plagueis. Oh.
I don't know. Probably not.
All I want.
It's Snoke Han Solo. Oh, I hate
Yes.
that one. That one made me want to punch my computer so hard. I saw a picture on Facebook. And it was like, it's Snoke Han Solo. I'm like, fuck you. Shut up. Go jump off a cliff. You're dumb. I got my fandom raged. I got so mad at that. Just seeing that. It was posted on a Facebook group. I'm like, I hate whoever posted this shit. And they're like, I don't know, maybe? And I'm like, shut up. Don't post this shit. That's why these assholes write these articles. Because
Clickbait.
morons like you, repost this clickbait on Facebook. And then they get views. You suck. View our site. It's awesome. Stop clicking on this clickbait garbage.
All I want is a short miniseries or a movie called Afternoon with Vader. That's all I want now.
Is it a fucking tea party with Vader, dude?
Kinda.
All right. I'll watch that.
Just the daily problems Vader faces trying to, eat on crumpets and
Yeah.
that he can't eat.
Dude, I'll wear my Star Wars jersey and munch on some chips and watch that. That sounds great. It sounds like a good afternoon with Vader. Yeah,
Gets
get
up
it?
out of his chair, just walks over to the wall, starts feeling the vent. He's like, he doesn't know if there's air conditioner or not.
He's overheating.
Has to tweak with this thing.
He doesn't talk the entire time.
It doesn't say one word for the whole 4-hour
Nothing.
series.
You don't even
Nothing.
need James Earl Jones.
Just let Dave Prowse be Darth Vader again, please. He was awesome. The last thing I've written down. How did we make this 48 minutes? I just looked at the time. How the fuck is this 48 minutes?
Yeah, we're gonna get cut off soon.
Yeah.
Good lord.
No.
What?
One more thing.
All right.
He just goes and he tries force choke on himself for once, just to be like, I want to just.
Well, some people do it while they're masturbating. That's the
And then
thing.
he's like, oh, is that what I do to people? That's awful.
I mean, I get some people like
He doesn't
Personal
force choke
high.
anyone past then.
yeah,
That's probably what he did in there.
yeah, force choke himself, choke the chicken.
Yes.
All right, Vader versus Luke is one of the best fights
Wait, that
ever.
goes back to our thing.
What?
Does Darth Vader still have a penis?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't
that
know. Does he?
it's a crispy bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
It's turned to a crispy bit. And Vader or Yoda had a damn boner half the freaking time he was on screen. He's just like, oh, just making these weird Yoda noises that only Yoda can do. And he's just squinting and moving his body like he's thrusting against Luke's back, like he's fucking his back. And I don't know why, but it made me laugh so hard.
And then Luke says it's too hard.
Yes, Luke's like, oh,
No,
it's
it's
too
too
hard.
big.
It's too big. I'm like, stop it. Just stop. You're making the dick jokes the whole time. It made the dick joke so easy. And Yoda said something about it not being too big. And I'm like, shut up. Stop it.
Do or do not.
Yeah.
There is
there
no
was no
try.
try. And I'm like, oh my God. It was literally straight dick jokes for 10 minutes of the movie. Because Yoda's making weird grunting noises in the backpack. And grunts when he gets out. And he's just being crazy the whole time.
It was amazing.
That's what happens when you don't see a human in 22 years, I guess. That's what happens when Obi-Wan doesn't hang out with you for 22 years. So
You
yeah.
regret anything yet? Are you regretting these podcasts? I can see it in your eyes. I can see the hatred.
We're almost done, I promise. Let it flow through you, Adam. Just like Vader
off.
says. No, we're not getting cut off. We're almost done.
Two more movies. You got this.
No, we're going to cut off because of the time.
Oh no, I know.
Oh, okay. Audacity is a dick and likes to cut me off. All right. So real quick, Vader versus Luke is amazing, hands down, right? And then the line where he delivers, "Luke, I'm your father," and then Luke cries, and then looks at him with just like a blank face. That threw me off a bit. He's like, "No!" And then just stares at Vader as Vader's talking to him. I'm like, "Wait, what?" I'm like, "First you're crying, now you just don't give a shit." All right. Maybe his give a shit meter broke.
Was also in a lot of pain.
Yeah, and then he jumped off a building and fell like.
Kind of loses his hand. Like,
dude, he fell like 3 miles into a tube and somehow didn't die.
Lost his hand.
He somehow didn't die after falling like 3 or 4 or 5 million miles into a tube.
He just went tubing.
Yeah, it sucked him up. I guess the only way they can justify it is saying either one, he used the force to brace the impact, right? Which. But at that time, he was so delirious and just like tired. I don't know if that was even be possible. Or two, did you guys hear that sucking sound when the vent opened?
I think it sucked him in.
I think it sucked him in too and like reversed his course so he didn't smash into it.
He just wanted to die.
He did.
To get away from Vader.
Until he hit that pole and went, "Ow, my knees hurt." But that's all I got. I really liked the movie. Like you guys said, I think the ending was better originally than it was in this movie where they actually showed the fleet at the end. It should just end up with them staring at the galaxy.
It just gives you a better, more powerful message, I think.
Yeah.
That duel's fantastic.
Yes.
That duel's so much better.
And Vader one-hands that lightsaber like
until
a pro.
Like halfway through, then he's like, "Oh, I actually have a challenge."
Where
now.
he two-hands it when they're at the glass. Right before he starts throwing everything at Luke and beat the shit out of him.
He's not used to having a challenge, though.
Right.
Vader, he's not used to having, like, Obi-Wan's the closest thing
But he kicked Obi-Wan's ass bad.
Obi-Wan's a decrepit old man, too.
But so is Vader.
Yeah, but not really. Vader.
But he's Metal Man.
He's like 15 years younger than Obi-Wan. He's still probably.
Oh, you're right. He is.
Yeah. He's much younger. People forget that because they look almost alike in Revenge of the Sith, but really he's like 15, 16 years younger than him.
Yeah. That's all I got. What do you guys think? Good movie?
Fantastic.
Yeah?
Fantastic movie.
Are you going to ask us to rate it?
I don't know if I want to.
It was better than 4.
It was my favorite Star Wars movie. Still my favorite.
It was the most Star Wars movie of them all.
Yep. Like you said, most cliches earlier.
Well, I'm going to ask you guys to rank it as I do every podcast.
Okay.
So you...
Oh boy. All right.
We're going to do...
Man.
Yeah. Let's just do best to worst. That's how we seem.
All right, real quick, before the podcast cuts it off because it's stupid. I'm gonna say Empire Strikes Back's the best. 7, and then.
Oh wait, you had 7 before.
I flipped it.
You flip-flopped.
I flipped it because this movie's so good. Because the whole Wampa thing, we even forgot to talk about that.
Yeah,
but
that whole. Skip that part.
It's not very much of the movie. It's good, but it doesn't really change the course of the movie. Yeah, this movie's so good. If you haven't watched it by now, please watch it. So I'd say 5, 7, and then probably 4, 3.
You gotta put 6 there.
6, and now I'm not including Rogue One in here just because it's not numbered. Sorry. And then 1 and 2.
Okay.
2 is just garbage. It shouldn't be on the list.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go, or no, Jake, you can.
Jake, you go.
Yeah, that's the way we
go.
That's
do
the way
it.
we do this.
5 is just it's higher than 4.
Yeah.
Probably higher than 6. 7 and 3 are still higher, so it's probably 7, 3, 5, 6, 4, 2.
That's fair.
That's fair. So I'm gonna do 5, 7, 4.
My list.
6,
literally.
3, 1, 2.
That's literally the same list as mine. Yep.
Except you put 3 above 6.
Oh, I did?
I think you did. Did you?
No, I thought I put 6 above 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna put 1 above 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. These lists don't matter, but
I put 6 above the prequel trilogy.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna have to have a separate podcast on fast food here, real quick.
And then 3. then
Chicken
1 and
nuggets.
2.
Nuggets are good.
2's not even a fucking Star Wars movie.
It's not even a movie.
Stupid. All right.
Thanks for listening, everybody. We're going to do episode 6, Return of the Jedi, next week. Join us again for that. Feel free to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. We're on Facebook, YouTube, VidMe, SoundCloud. That's where this will be posted on both SoundCloud. I'll throw it on the Facebook as well. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you have any comments, questions, just let us know. Feel free to comment. We don't mind. Feedback's always good. We do have an email, official goldenedgegamers@gmail.com, and we do have Patreon. Please feel free to throw us $1 if you want. And thanks, guys, for listening. We'll catch you later on the next episode. Bye, guys.
Live long and prosper.
Yes.